Good morning, world of readers. I am Book Dragon Erin and rocking a new sweater after losing 35 pounds. I feel so proud of myself because it has been so hard for me to lose weight because I am on a strict seafood diet. I seafood and I eat food, and that's how I wound up being almost 200 pounds. However, I did lose 35 pounds, so I feel fantastic. Anyway, with all that said, let's jump right into the video of Losing Traction by Amo Jones. This is a book review I hope you all enjoy. Losing Traction is a new adult fiction, contemporary dark romance novel, and there are several themes and tropes in this book, including a rock star romance, an MC motorcycle club love story, a brother's best friend trope, and this is also a second chance romance, technically, because there is a second chance of a love story between main girl Phoebe and lead guy Ryder. They had a fling that was genuine, and then Ryder left, and then when Ryder and Phoebe crossed paths again, they now have a second chance at true romance. This is also book 1 in the Westbeach series, and I am definitely going to be reading the entire duology. And the books in the Westbeach series include Losing Traction, and I am not actually allowed to say that word because I don't want to be demonetized. So you can read it, I am not saying the word. As far as the summary goes, my name is Phoebe Rendon. Growing up as the only girl surrounded by the Sinful Souls MC community wasn't easy. Outside of the club, I had no life because my brother and his two psycho best friends kept tabs on me all the time. Like, constantly. My only way out was racing at Point Hellers, the largest and steepest drift mountain in Westbeach, California. Cars were my life, and 8 years later, things still haven't changed. Only now I have the funds to support my habit. My love life has always been rocky, since all I've ever known from love is the twisted biker men from the other MC chapters. That is, until I met Ryder Oakley, the lead singer and rock god from Twisted Transistor. He showed me the world in 2 weeks, then he up and left me without even so much as a note or a simple goodbye and a kiss on the cheek. Now, 2 years later, I have been assigned as a fashion assistant to go on tour with Alex Monroe, pop princess and diva queen. Only my boss, Marie, omitted to inform me that Alex Monroe would also be going on tour with Twisted Transistor. Just when I thought I had forgotten Ryder Oakley, he comes back into my life with full force, causing me to slowly lose traction of my feelings. With my plans for building my own racing circuit underway, I finally have the footing to leave the fashion industry for good and concentrate on finalizing my circuit where we can showcase some of the best and hottest girl racers from all around the world. This empire is mine, but with money and power comes hate and destruction. Welcome to Westbeach, people! Moving right along into my thoughts on this book, I love a wide variety of books. I will read anything fictional. I will read historical nonfiction. For some reason, I don't really enjoy historical fiction novels, and I'm not sure why, unless it has to do with a medieval fantasy sort of theme. And then I also really do enjoy biographies and real-world books about unexplained phenomena that have happened throughout history. But I feel Amo Jones's books are either the type you like or don't like, with very little in between. I have read Amo's books before, and I didn't necessarily like The Silver Swan because it made very little sense. However, Losing Traction was another book that I couldn't make heads or tails of, but I did so enjoy this book so much more than The Silver Swan. With the plot of Losing Traction, Phoebe is a girl whose passion is for racing cars, but she holds a strong side interest in fashion, and that to me feels just a little bit random, but it works for Amo's plot. And I love how these characters have a unique, everyday feel to them, but on a pedestal of sorts. You can see Phoebe racing a car of her own the same moment she can daydream about the latest Prada shoes or put together next summer's iconic swimsuit. She seems like she can be a real person, and I appreciate that, along with this book. A lot of the characters have similar names, so it can be confusing, and honestly, I did make a spreadsheet of all the characters with their little histories and backstories, so I could make more sense of the cast of characters we have here. Riker and Ryder are brothers, they are twins. Riker is the playboy, and Ryder is Phoebe's true love. And then we have Relic, who is Phoebe's personal driver. And then we have Melissa and Meadow, who are two of Phoebe's best friends. And then there are plenty of other characters mentioned who don't actually have a huge part in this novel either, like Phoebe's guy friends, and the members of Phoebe's MC chapter, and Phoebe's two nieces and nephew and her sister-in-law, and going on and on and on. I'm not going to repeat everyone on the list because we would be here for an hour. All I'm saying is, if you made a character chart of your own, that would also be helpful in the situation of reading this book if you're someone who can't always follow characters' names. If everyone had a name like in Game of Thrones, I would be able to remember everyone. However, if you tell me your name is Jessica Jones, I will probably forget it in the first 2 minutes, and then 5 minutes into our conversation, I'll be asking, hey, what's your name again? I'm sorry. I know your name starts with a J. You just told me, but I completely forgot what it is. I will not give many spoilers here, but Phoebe meets a new side character we didn't know existed, and yes, one of these so-called good characters is the secret antagonist. Their name is actually quite clever. Yes, I mentioned them previously, but no, I will not reveal the true bad guy of this novel. However, if you did figure it out by going through the list of characters, tell me yes in the comments, but please don't reveal the entire plot twist to anyone. Many thanks. I hope everyone's polite here because I really don't like mean people on my channel. I'll just say the plot twist was one that I did not see coming, but Amo Jones thrilled me so much that this novel now surpasses my intrigue for The Silver Swan. I did enjoy The Silver Swan on some level, but Amo's novel Losing Traction has become my favorite book of hers ever written. As far as my final notes go, my rating for this book, 5 out of 5 stars, hands down. No doubt about that. I absolutely loved this book, but I wouldn't consider it a top favorite of all books of all time. I just mean this book is my favorite of Amo Jones's works. As far as my official review goes, Amo Jones is an author who writes her novels as she goes along. One scene in Losing Traction moves into the next with a level of confusion, but also some everyday actions, like driving to the airport, getting on a plane, encountering people who you once knew, etc. Those are all normal scenes, and it's really interesting to me just because Amo Jones writes as she goes along, and it's just so interesting to me, her thought process and the way she moves along the pace of the book. I love Phoebe as a character, and I love how Amo writes her character. Phoebe is a car fanatic with a dream of opening her own racing circuit, yet she puts her dream on hold to make even more money to put her plan into action. So yes, she is a very driven character, and I have so much respect for that. Phoebe even develops her side interest in the fashion industry, even though she does not necessarily like the people in the fashion industry, she still likes the concept of it. So that also gives her a depth of a character that I really do enjoy. I can actually see Phoebe as a real person more than just a fictional character, and of all the heroines that I have encountered in Amo's books, Phoebe is my favorite girl. And out of all the books that I've read by Amo Jones, I enjoyed Losing Traction the most, and I definitely plan on reading the sequel. My only complaint about this series is that it's a duology and not a full-blown series, so count me in for reading the rest of Amo Jones's books. Anyway, that is all for today, so if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button to show some support, subscribe to my booktube channel to get more videos like this, turn on that notification button to be notified when I upload brand new videos every single Sunday. Keep on reading and have a great day, everyone!